Alright, it's the next day. I'm back home in Simi Valley. Those were some great deals I found yesterday, and turns out what I picked up yesterday was actually a 2DS XL. The guy said it was a 3DS. I looked at it, I thought it was a 2DS. He insisted it was a 3DS. When you turn on the software, it says 3DS, but it's a 2DS XL. There's not a real big difference in price, so honestly, I don't really care. But I like to know what I have, of course. So when I woke up this morning, I was browsing Facebook Marketplace, and I found another, well, I should say a first great deal, this time for an actual 3DS. So I just got back from the Valley. I was out there for like 3 or 4 hours, and I picked up this Nintendo DS, 3DS this time, and very nice. It's black. Check that thing out. Really nice condition. Comes with, of course, the stylus, and it came with Spider-Man 2 for the 3DS, so very clean. The screens look awesome. Obviously came with the charger and a case. The Spider-Man game came with the box and the manual, so that's very nice. A little complete action there. And this will all go up on the eBay page. He was originally asking $130, and I asked if he'd take $100 cash. He came back and said $120, and I thought about it for a minute, and I said, you know, I could probably sell it for maybe $100 more. So for an hour of my time to drive a half an hour and back, it's totally worth it, you know, when you think about it. So I cruised out there, and on my way back, instead of just making it a simple 1-hour trip, I thought about Retro Rick and him stopping at Goodwill's and getting awesome deals. So I typed Goodwill into my Maps app. I thought about Retro Rick doing all his game hunting at the Goodwill's, and out in the Valley, there's a ton of Goodwill's. I checked it while I was out there, and there was 4 on my way back to the freeway that I drove in on. So I zigzagged back and forth. It actually took me an extra 2 hours. So I was gone for like 3 hours, and when I was coming back into Simi Valley, I thought, you know, I should stop off at the pawn shops. They always have guitars, they always have really cool stuff, video games, tools, all kinds of stuff that I like. So I stopped off at the 2 local pawn shops, and I was there a couple weeks ago at both of them. I started talking to the owners both times, so I reintroduced myself this time, told them that I would like to buy and sell things, guitars, video games, all that kind of stuff, and kind of let them know that I'm looking to do some business with them. I can work on guitars for them, because pawn shops, for some reason, they always have a ton of guitars there. And one of the pawn shops was really interested. I bought a couple of Lego remotes from them, actually a pair of them, which one of them is up on my eBay page right now. He was asking $50. Then he said, you know, I'll take $45. And then I said, that's a little more than I was expecting to pay. And he just started walking off. He's like, okay, no problem. Kind of was like, you know, you could tell he's a busy guy. As I was walking out, I said, you know, would you take $35? And he said, if you got cash, I'll take it. So I had cash, threw him $35 and got a pair. I'm selling one on my eBay page, and I'm going to keep one for the collection because I love Legos. When I was a kid, I was such a big Lego fan, and I think this is like the coolest Wiimote I've ever seen. So this is staying in the collection. This is going to be my main Wii remote from now on. But even more importantly than that, I started to create a business connection with this guy. He gave me his card. I showed him some of my guitar work. He said, oh yeah, we got hundreds of guitars actually. They don't all come through the store, and maybe we can do some business. So looking forward to doing some business. So that 3DS was another awesome deal. I'm actually going to be going and picking up a Gameboy Pocket and a copy of Pokemon Blue. I found it on Facebook Marketplace, and the guy was asking $50 for the Pocket. I said, do you have any other games, any other accessories, anything to sell with it if I'm going to come out and pick that thing up? And he said, actually, I do have a copy of Pokemon Blue. I'm looking to get $40 for. It's not listed anywhere yet, though. So I said, would you take $35 for Pokemon Blue, $5 off, and $40 for the Game Boy Pocket? I looked up, and you could sell the Game Boy Pocket maybe for $65, $70 if it's in good condition. Like this one looks like it's in great condition. And then Pokemon sells for anywhere between $25 and $45. So if I'm willing to sit on it for a while, maybe I'll even bundle them together. I'm going to be paying $75. Maybe I can get $125, $130, make an easy $50 like that. So it's going to be hard for me to sell Pokemon Blue because that's the one I grew up with. That was the first Pokemon game I ever had, and I would love to have it. I just picked up a copy of Pokemon Stadium to flip, and I started playing it last night as I was testing it and cleaning it. It was so fun that I have to keep it. I'm actually going to sell my copy of 007 GoldenEye for N64 because they're priced similarly, about $25 each. You can sell them for used, and I bought Pokemon to flip. I'm doing this, you know, for fun and as a business to make a little bit of money on the side. And I decided, you know, if I'm gonna keep Pokemon Stadium, I can't just keep adding to the collection. That's what I do with my guitars, and I ended up with 50 guitars in my collection. So I'm gonna be selling my copy of GoldenEye. I think it's gonna go up on the eBay page after I clean it up, get some of these stickers off it. It's funny, I was looking at it and it said Game Exchange. I was thinking, how many people have rented this or traded this in? And the history of these video games. This thing was probably made in 97 or 98, and you know, it's almost 30 years old, so really cool. I love thinking about the history of these things. Just like the guitars I buy that are from the 80s and the 90s. They've lived these crazy lives being on stage and being on tour and being in people's closets for years. Same thing with these video games. They've been in boxes, they've been in attics, they've been on people's shelves, they've been rentals where hundreds of kids probably played on this cartridge. So if these things could talk, it would be a pretty interesting podcast to listen to. I'm about to go pick up the Game Boy and Pokemon right now. I hate doing nighttime deals. It's almost 7 o'clock. But it's in a nice neighborhood. It's a gated community, one that I'm actually familiar with. One of my best friends used to live right by there, so I know the area, but I don't really like doing night deals. I like to chill once, it's 6 or 7 p.m. at night and kind of just ride the night out. But here we go. All right, guys, we're back, and I just picked up this Game Boy Pocket, Pokemon Blue in it. I mean, look at the condition of it. It looks really nice. We got some batteries in it. We tested it out. But yeah, look at this thing. It's beautiful. It looks like it's in great condition. I would love to play this. I actually have a copy of Super Game Boy for the Super Nintendo, if you guys know what that is. You could slide a Game Boy game in there, put that in your Super Nintendo, and then, like magic, it comes out on the TV. I haven't seen or played this game for a long time. Oh, Seafoam Islands. It looks like he's in the Seafoam Islands pretty far. This is the last saved game that was on there. Let's see what they got in the Pokédex. Let's see what they've been doing with their game. Bo, that's the guy. So we got Bo. He's got $4,000. He's spent over 16 hours on this game. 7 of the 8 badges. Oh, no. He's got 5 of the 8. He still needs to get Sabrina, Blaine, and Giovanni. Started with Charmander. He's got a Caterpie, Pidgey, Rattata, Spearow, Pikachu, Raichu. So it looks like he's not into raising all his Pokemon. Very cool. Let's see who he's got in the lineup. Oh, geez. Okay, so we got a cheater on our hands. We've been visiting Missingno, over on Cinnabar Island, flying up and down that coast. Because no one's got a level 100 lineup like this. So he's got the Charizard, Zapdos, Poliwhirl, and Jolteon. Wow, cool. Man, this is so cool. I'm going to have to play this a little bit before I sell it. So that was a really cool find. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what version of Pokemon was your favorite version. I'm going to have some fun with this blue, although I like Fire Red and Leaf Green a little better because there's a couple more updated features. I don't know if there's a newer version that I would like better because I really haven't kept up with the newer games, but hit that like button, and if you dug this video, hit the subscribe button because I'm doing all kinds of video game reviews and game hunting and all kinds of fun stuff. So I will see you guys in the next video.